Hey queens, welcome back to my channel. It is Tamara Latrice from Tamara Latrice Beauty Company, and today we are talking about pro foundations. Alright y'all, so like I told y'all, I've become obsessed with foundations, and we're almost done covering the different types of foundation as far as drugstore, high-end, and now we're going to cover pro foundation. So these foundations are targeted more so for pro makeup artists, as they say. So today we're talking about pro foundations. So pro foundations are commonly used for weddings, for TV, film, stuff like that. Usually pro foundations are used for events that are like major, or like when people are going to be definitely in front of the camera, like models or something like that. But let me let you in on something. Even everyday women use pro foundation, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with the everyday woman using a pro foundation as long as you know how to use it properly. Alright, so we're going to talk about the different types of pro foundations from different brands. Alright, so a little bit about pro foundations. Pro foundations are normally very pigmented. They are very long lasting. They can range from sheer coverage to full coverage. So most of the time they are made to be buildable just basically on the coverage you need. You do have some foundations that target more towards dewy skin and more towards matte skin, but you can alter the foundations a little bit to make them suitable for any skin type. And with pro foundations, it is a little bit more difficult than using a drugstore foundation or a high-end foundation, because most of pro foundations are very highly pigmented, like I said, and you don't need much. So a little goes a very long way. So let's talk about a few pro foundations that are very common and that people are using in everyday life, from makeup artists that are doing makeup for television, doing makeup for weddings, doing makeup for models, magazine shoots, whatever the case is. These are some of the best foundations that you can use. So if you'd like to know more about pro foundations, stay tuned. Alright, so you're going to see our guide pop up right here. This is just our makeup guide to show you the products that I'm going to be talking about. And if you want to, you can go back to my blog, which will be linked down in the description box below. So for must-have pro foundations, we have the Ordinary. The Ordinary foundation, it was very different, and especially for the price. A lot of people just did not expect for this foundation to be so good at $6. So you know I've ordered some and I can't wait to try it so I can share my review with y'all. So the Ordinary foundation usually has medium to full coverage. The finish is natural to dewy. Skin type normally normal to dry. And like I said, this foundation is only $6 and it comes in a very wide shade range. So next we have Face Atelier foundation. I'll get the price and I'll link that back down in the description box below, so it'll be correct on the sheet because I don't think it's $6. And for the coverage, we have sheer to full, so it is buildable. The finish is natural to dewy. Skin type is for all skin types. Next, we have the Graftobian HD Cream Palette. So this palette here has a very wide shade range, and it is full coverage. The finish is matte, and it's normally for normal to oily skin. So for someone with super oily skin, this foundation here would be perfect for them. And it is $84 for the full palette. Alright, next we have Cinema Secrets, which is $36. Cinema Secret has sheer to full coverage and it has a matte finish. The skin type is normal to oily, and like I said, it is $36. Cinema Secrets is a very common foundation, especially for weddings. RCMA is the next foundation palette, and it is $75. The coverage ranges from sheer to full. The finish is natural to dewy, and it is for all skin types. And RCMA is another great palette. Like, it's a very common palette. I would say if you were to get a palette, I would definitely recommend getting the RCMA over the Graftobian, just from what I've read and what I've reviewed. Next, we have the Vision Cream Cover Palette, which is by Danessa Myricks, and it is $200, and you can get them individually. You have, like, I think it's a $5 sample that she has on her website, and then you can get the big bottle, the full-size bottle, for $28 each. And this is sheer to full coverage, so it is buildable, and the finish is very natural. And for skin type, it fits all skin types. So now that we have an idea of drugstore foundation, high-end foundation, and pro foundation, let's give them a try. So what I'm going to do for the next episode, we're going to color match. So we're going to shade match foundations to make sure that we kind of can get close to our shade match. So we'll definitely reference back to undertones that I talked about a few episodes ago. And from there, we're going to review different types of foundations from each category, from drugstore, high-end to pro. Y'all ready? Because I am so excited to bring y'all these reviews. And best believe my reviews are going to be honest. And I'm also going to do some behind the scenes things, behind the scenes with some models that I'm working with. So I'll bring that and so that you all can actually see some behind the scenes of me using the foundations. But I hope this video was helpful to you all, and I hope you all learned something. I know some people are probably already aware of these type of foundations, but some people just don't know about these foundations and don't know that they're actually pro foundations or considered pro foundations. If there's any questions, anything that you'd like for me to know, or any feedback that you all would like to share with me, leave it down in the comment box below. And if you've tried any of these foundations, let me know. Let me know how you like them so that I can know what I need to get and what I just don't need to try. Because we're kit rebuilding, and I want to make sure that I have the most suitable products in my kit for all of my clients. So y'all, thank you for tuning in to my channel. Be sure to subscribe because we are dropping gems over the next few weeks. I'm going to cover, like I said, going to do a few reviews on different foundations from each category, and you don't want to miss it. And as always, love, light, and peace.